I'm Tom Downey. That is Jimmy Crowther. We're going to break down some NBA rumors right now just before the start of NBA free agency here. And we're going to get things kicked off with a trade that went down, Jimmy. And Enes Kanter going back to the Trailblazers because time's a flat circle.
Yeah, the Boston Celtics have started off the NBA free agency and really kind of, the post-draft offseason with a trade. He opts into his player option, and then he gets sent right away to his old team, the Portland Trailblazers, where he's going to be the kind of backup, I suppose, to Jusuf Nurkic, where, remember, Nurkic and Enes Kanter made a push in the Western Conference Finals as that backup, front court duo. Now, he was really reliable with the Celtics. Celtics fans really did love him. He's a big hustler. Every team that he goes to, they end up loving him. But then they're like, oh, wait, you can't play defense. And they ship him out. And so that's what the Celtics did. Now, Boston didn't get a whole lot in this trade besides a little bit of cap relief now that they got rid of Enes Kanter. They get draft consideration, so future draft picks, in other words, from the Memphis Grizzlies. I would expect pretty heavy protections on that, probably nothing crazy. And the Grizzlies also get Mario Hezonja from the Blazers, and they got the 30th pick. This was made official. The Celtics basically picked Desmond Bane for the Grizzlies, which, by the way, one of the steals of the draft for me. He was, on my board, was number 16.
You were very high on him.
Very high on him. He goes number 30, technically to the Celtics, and later traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. And I think everybody in this trade kind of gets what they want, right? The Boston Celtics, they get off a little bit of a contract of Enes Kanter. The Blazers get another big man because they have two guys already kind of hurt a lot in Zach Collins and Nurkic. And the Grizzlies, they get a young wing that can help them win right away, and then Hezonja is just kind of there.
Still filler, cap, whatever.
Exactly.
All right. So I kind of think the Celtics are plotting something here, specifically at center. So when the season begins for Boston, who is going to be their starting center? Jimmy, what are you thinking here?
I'm thinking they're targeting one of two guys.
Okay.
I think it's either Steven Adams of the Oklahoma City Thunder or Miles Turner of the Indiana Pacers. And as you're currently watching this, we're filming this at 4:30 p.m. Central Time on Friday. Something could have changed. But as of right now, the Celtics starting center is a mix of Robert Williams or Daniel Tice, as they also traded Vincent Poirier, the Flying Frenchman, away to Oklahoma City. So we'll have to wait and see, but you guys can make your predictions in the comments section.
All right, one thing we do know we're going to see happen is Jayson Tatum's about to get the bag here, Jimmy.
He is. This report came out right before kind of free agency opened up. Mark Stein says guys in the 2017 class, including Jayson Tatum, are expected to get their maximum extension, which, good for them getting the bag. And honestly, for the Boston Celtics, you got to hope he signs this because, this is kind of a top 5 guy eventually, at least a top 5 scorer in the league. He's up there, and Boston is looking to keep him and build around him at all costs. He and Jaylen Brown are now the heart and soul and really the future of this Boston Celtics team. So it is a no-brainer to give him as much money as he demands because he would demand just as much, if not more, out on the open market at some point.
It's a pretty easy decision there for Boston. Tatum clearly looks like a long-term key franchise piece for the Celtics. Now, our Boston Celtics channel, Jimmy, it is growing rapidly. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. So if you're a Celtics fan watching on our Chat Sports channel, head over to youtube.com/CelticsTV. If you're watching already on that channel, just hit that big red button and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on anything we got coming for you guys. Celtics, Jimmy, I think they're going to make some fun moves here in the next couple of days.
Yeah, it might even be happening today on Friday. Celtics are ready to get rolling, and we're going to have it all covered for you over on that channel with that brand new custom link, baby, youtube.com/CelticsTV.
Let's talk I think what's about to be a former Celtic, Gordon Hayward. Seems like he's on his way out.
It looks that way. There was a Celtics radio guy that actually said he believes that Gordon Hayward has played his last game in a Boston jersey. There are two teams that have really honed in the closest on him. Indiana is still exploring sign-and-trade options for Gordon Hayward right now, and the Knicks remain interested as well. The Knicks have a lot of money to offer, and they got to spend it on somebody. Now, it seemed like a bit of a surprise that Gordon Hayward opted out if you take it out of context, but then you look at the teams
a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, $34 million for a guy that's coming off injury, but also still had a pretty solid year at 18 points per game. Now, Atlanta's also shown interest. I also think there's a small chance Boston could end up bringing him back just in a less money, more years kind of role.
Okay.
But I think if you're Boston, your best case scenario is that you end up signing him and trading him to a team like Indiana that could potentially give you back Miles Turner, a guy they have coveted for a long time.
All right, so make your predictions then. Gordon Hayward's next team. Type K for the New York Knicks, H for the Atlanta Hawks, P for the Pacers, or C for the Celtics. Get your votes in. Jimmy, make your prediction for me.
You know what? I think he's going to Indy. I think the writing is on the walls, and he will end up back where his family currently resides in Indiana. So I'd be typing my P for the Pacers, but I could also see a good argument for the Hawks. I don't think he goes to New York.
All right, Celtics fans, there are Boston face masks and, of course, face masks for every NBA team. Head over to chatsports.com/NBA mask, where you can save 30% off on all kinds of NBA face coverings. They got different colors and different styles, fonts, and available, of course, Jimmy, for all the NBA teams, too.
Yeah, no matter who you're a fan of, you want to get back into NBA stadiums. When we get back to the NBA December 22nd, you're going to have to wear a mask. That's chatsports.com/NBA mask. You can get 1, 2 packs of 3 or packs of 4. Super simple gift to get as the holidays are right around the corner, so go pick yours up today.